You're on an important call, trying to finalize plans. You need to bring your business partner into the conversation right now. You tap your screen, looking for the option, but the button to add them isn't where you expect it to be. The person on the other end is waiting, and a small wave of panic sets in. We've all been there. That moment of confusion can be frustrating, especially when time is critical. But it doesn't have to be. In our ultimate guide to T-Mobile conference calling, we gave a broad overview of connecting multiple people. But we received a ton of questions about the most common and immediate need, a simple three-way call. So, in this dedicated video, we're going to demystify the process completely. By the end of this guide, you will be able to start a T-Mobile three-way call on any iPhone or Android device with absolute confidence, manage the call like a pro, and even troubleshoot the most common issue that stops it from working. Welcome to Mobile Services Center, where we provide clear solutions for your mobile needs. First, let's establish what T-Mobile three-way calling is and what it isn't. This isn't an app you need to download or a special feature you have to pay extra for. Three-way calling is a fundamental network feature included with your T-Mobile plan that allows you to merge three separate phone lines into a single, shared conversation. It's the perfect tool for quick collaborations, like coordinating a family pickup from two different locations, getting a quick opinion from a colleague, or making a decision with two other stakeholders without the hassle of setting up a formal conference meeting. The power is already in your phone. You just need to know which buttons to press. Let's begin with the iPhone, known for its streamlined and consistent interface. Making a T-Mobile conference call on an iPhone is incredibly straightforward once you see the steps. We're going to walk through this as if you have the phone in your hand right now. First, make the initial call. Dial the number of the first person you want to speak with and wait for them to answer. Once you're connected and have exchanged greetings, inform them that you'll be adding another person to the line. This is a crucial step in professional courtesy, ensuring no one is caught by surprise. On your iPhone's call screen, you'll see several circular icons. The one we're interested in is labeled Add Call, usually represented by a plus sign. When you tap that Add Call button, something important happens in the background. Your first caller is automatically placed on hold. You'll hear a brief tone or see a visual indicator on the screen that the first line is paused. Your screen will then change back to a dialer, allowing you to either dial the second person's number from your keypad or, more conveniently, select them from your contacts, call history, or favorites. Go ahead and place the second call. Now you'll be speaking privately with the second person, while the first person remains on hold. This is your chance to briefly explain the context of the call before you merge everyone together. Once you're ready to connect all three parties, look at your iPhone screen. The Add Call button has now transformed into a new button labeled Merge Calls, often depicted with an icon of two arrows joining into one. This is the magic button. Tap Merge Calls, and just like that, all three of you are now in a single active conference call. You'll see the screen change to show the names or numbers of both participants at the top, confirming that the three-way call is live. Congratulations! You have successfully initiated a T-Mobile three-way call on your iPhone. It's a simple, repeatable process. Call person 1, tap Add Call, call person 2, and tap Merge Calls. Now, let's switch gears to the world of Android. While the core process for a three-way call on T-Mobile is identical, the visual appearance of the buttons can vary slightly between manufacturers like Samsung, Google Pixel, or OnePlus. However, the principles and the icons are almost always the same. We'll walk through the most common interface you're likely to see. Just like with the iPhone, your first step is to call the first person and wait for them to answer. Once you're connected, look at your active call screen. You will see an icon, almost universally labeled Add Call, or simply a plus sign symbol, very similar to the one on iOS. Tap this button to put the first caller on hold and bring up your dialer. With the first person on hold, you can now find and dial the second person. Use the keypad, search your contacts list, or select from your recent calls. As soon as you initiate the second call, your phone dials out. You will be connected privately to the second person, giving you a moment to brief them before joining the calls. The first caller, meanwhile, remains securely on hold. Once you are speaking with the second person, your screen will display the option to combine the two separate calls. On most Android devices, this button is labeled Merge or Merge Calls. It's often represented by the same icon of two arrows pointing towards each other to form a single arrow. Tapping this Merge button is the final step. The two separate lines will be instantly combined, and you will see both contacts listed on your screen, indicating that your T-Mobile conference call on Android is now active. The process is functionally identical to the iPhone, ensuring that no matter the device, you have this powerful tool at your fingertips. Knowing how to start a three-way call is one thing, but managing it effectively is what makes you look like a pro. Your phone gives you, as the call originator, a surprising amount of control. Think of yourself as the host of the conversation. You have two primary management tools at your disposal: the ability to speak privately with one caller and the ability to drop one caller from the line. Let's say you're on the conference call and need to ask one person a quick private question without the other person hearing. On your screen, next to the names of the participants, you'll typically see an option labeled Private or an information icon, an I in a circle. Tapping Private next to one person's name will instantly put the other caller on hold and create a private line between you and the person you selected. This is incredibly useful for a quick side conversation. When you're done, you can simply tap the Merge button again to bring everyone back into the conference. The second management feature is dropping a single caller. Perhaps one person's part of the conversation is over and they need to leave, but you wish to continue speaking with the remaining person. Instead of everyone hanging up and you calling the other person back, you can simply remove one participant. On your conference call screen, you'll see a Manage option or a drop-down arrow next to the list of callers. Tapping this will show you each caller with a corresponding end or drop button next to their name. Tapping that button will disconnect only that specific person, while your call with the other individual continues uninterrupted. But what happens when it just doesn't work? You tap the Merge Calls button and nothing. Or maybe the button is grayed out and you can't tap it at all. This is the single most common problem users face with three-way calling, and the solution is almost always buried in your phone's settings. The culprit is usually a feature called VoLTE, which stands for Voice over LTE. In simple terms, VoLTE allows your phone to handle voice calls over the faster, more modern 4G LTE data network instead of the older 2G or 3G voice networks. Modern features like being able to use data while on a call, HD voice quality, and most importantly, conference calling, all depend on VoLTE being active. If this setting is turned off on your device, your phone might not be able to handle the data-intensive task of merging two calls together. So, how do you check if it's enabled? On an iPhone, go to Settings, then tap on Cellular, then Cellular Data Options, and finally, tap on Voice and Data. Make sure that VoLTE is toggled on. The check mark should be next to LTE or 5G, with the VoLTE switch enabled. If it was off, toggle it on, restart your phone, and try making a three-way call again. This solves the problem for the vast majority of iPhone users. On an Android device, the path can vary slightly, but it's generally in a similar location. Open your Settings app and look for Connections or Network and Internet. From there, navigate to Mobile Networks. Inside this menu, you should see a toggle switch for VoLTE calls, or Enhanced 4G LTE mode. Make sure this switch is turned on. If you can't find it, you can often use the search bar at the top of your Settings menu and simply type in VoLTE. Once enabled, a quick restart of your device should get your T-Mobile three-way calling feature working perfectly. You've now mastered the art of initiating a three-way call on T-Mobile, managing the conversation flow, and troubleshooting the most likely issue. This is a skill that puts you in control of your communications, whether for personal convenience or professional efficiency. You no longer have to guess which buttons to press. You have a clear, step-by-step path for both iPhone and Android. But what happens when three lines just aren't enough? What if you need to coordinate with a team of 4, 5, or even 6 people for a project update or a larger family discussion? That's where you move beyond simple three-way calling and into the world of true conference calling. To learn how to add more people to your call and host a larger meeting directly from your T-Mobile phone, Be sure to watch our main pillar video, The Ultimate Guide to T-Mobile Conference Calls. We've linked it in the description below. Thank you for trusting Mobile Services Center to guide you. If this video helped you solve your three-way calling problem, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We're constantly releasing new videos designed to make your mobile life simpler and more empowered. Let us know in the comments if you have any other questions.